Hello, my name's Grace. I am 18 years old and now I'm a senior year student. My development process was too peaceful until one day that I knew I had a dangerous disease, acute pneumonia. This disease has taught me how to overcome difficulties toughly in my life by myself. It also taught me how to be grateful to my mother, too. The story was when I noticed the first instability. Abdominal stomach aches came to me on a regular basis, which made me and my home toilet become closer to each other. I simply thought it was just because I ate too much. I even joked that I was about to run out of toilet paper and was able to borrow some from my friend's house toilet. We even made fun of this, and we did not think it would become serious till this current time. 7 days ago, I knew my health was not good as it outlook. When my stomach aches reduce the interaction with the parts below it, my body feels uncomfortably heavier. I went to see the doctor with the simple thought that the doctors would help my body feel lighter. But things are not that easy. They backed me up to report the results of my medical examination, and an appointment was determined more than a half day away. I was worried about this trouble, not because I had to wait a little longer, but the fear that they might find something uncommon out of my body that I did not prepare in advance. As I expected, that disease had come to my life. It even threatened the people around me, and I had to be quarantined immediately, seriously. I asked people to get examined to understand their health status and not to make things get worse. Fortunately, they're all fine. They all have been with me during these difficult days, especially my mother. I still remember how I felt that time. It was a feeling of confusion and fear. I'm afraid I'll die, afraid to endanger my loved ones, afraid of overcoming pain alone and die in misery. There was many bad news about the disease, even death. Fear surrounds my body, embracing my small body, permeating every fiber. I was swallowed by it, but I have to isolate. That's good for both me and everyone. The first day of being quarantined, I felt that I've never been so close to this room. Previously, every time I went to school, I always wished to stay here little by little. I was bored with school. It made me feel tired. And now that I'm a little more tired than ever, but I want to go to school, I recalled my memories of going to school, teenage mischiefs. Many times we swept leaves or picked up rubbish when I was punished by my teachers, real field experiment trips to strange lands. All of them now too luxurious for me. I was boringly laying on bed, surfing every single website, watching some movies I used to want to watch. Now that the pressure of study was no longer a burden, I cannot feel them the way I used to before. The second day of quarantine, I got bored with laying on bed and enjoying things. It makes me feel more tired. I began to wonder what people outside this narrow, cramped room are doing. Pulling the hand out of the window frame, taking a deep breath, cool air floods my chest cavity. It's new, fresh, and so worthy. Those kids are mischievous. They play everything they like and do what they want, along with their friends. At that age, it was very fun just to call each other to hang out. I was jealous, even of birds. They flew everywhere, land anywhere, and see everything with a wide-eyed sight. Unlike me. That thought led me to reality. I fell into a depressed mood. My vision was so limited. Only the time was so long. Brushed my teeth and washed my face, went to the toilet, take a shower or wash my hair, only able to go around the room, which they call a toilet, less than 2 square meters. Eat 3 meals a day, taking medicine twice a day was too boring for me. It felt like I am almost drowned. The third day of quarantine, I realized that I had to change. I want to do something for the people out there. A video has posted with the aim to alert people. I want to be good for them. I advise them to be careful and seriously carrying on taking disease prevention methods as recommended by the government. Do not pack myself in crowded places. The fun in a short period of time may have to be paid with their own freedom, as I am now. But in response to my kindness, they began to scrutinize my personal and family information. They spread rumors about the places I used to go, and it was worse that they said I was about to die. Humans are so ridiculous. They trample on the kindness of people who want them to be better, but follow the right things with what they want. Do they want me to die and carry these viruses? Do they think people like me who all die and they'll be safe? If one day their loved ones were infected like me, would they still think so? I only allow circumstances to influence, not to decide on my life, how my life is. I must be the one who decides it. I begin to review my room. It was messy and overcast. My mother cleans it every day while it's my room. Her care is ignored by me messing it up every day. I decided to clean. Dirt and trash made me wake up and realize how I let myself go. Fortunately, I realized this. I began to appreciate the event of my life. The room was like it was completely renovated after I cleaned. It's whiter, brighter, and more vibrant. I knew how to respect my mother's care. I learnt more things on the fourth day. I realized my mother's anxiety. She gave me my meal regularly at every meal and watched me worriedly from the bottom of the stairs. She had quit her job for a while, which was equal to the time since the day I was isolated. I knew that every kind of food that I liked, she all knew. Every of my daily routine, she all knew, and every thought of mine, she also understood. But she didn't express her understanding verbally. She did it by actions. Every day I received messages like that. My heartlessness wasted so much effort of my mother. How painful and sad she was about me. My heart sank. Tears flowed out through my thoughts. Once again, I was surrounded by something suffocating. The flood this time was different. It was bigger and stronger than any of the previous ones. It urged me, pushed me up instead of pushing me down. I decided to head above and beyond, and for my mother. The next morning, I got up very early. The first thing I did was doing morning exercise. This disease made me feel hard to breathe. Coughs came. My body was heavy after lazy days. They became even more motivating for me. It's true that once people are determined to do something, they are extraordinarily strong. At that day, I focused on training my body. Sweat busted out made me feel so comfortable. My body is now mine. Every fiber, every joint, every beat. I can feel it clearly. When my mother saw my change, she laughed in joy. Her smile was so beautiful. Every time I felt tired, I remembered that smile. I wanted to see it more. I then fell asleep in satisfaction. In the dream, I find myself very strong. I took down all those viruses and put them into piles, as easily as the way I cleaned my room. On the 6th day of isolation, I felt comfortable. I myself had the direction to strive for my own. I want my dreams to come true, and those people out there will have to change their view on me. Getting started on a new day by doing morning exercises is a great choice. It helps keep my body healthy and my mind relaxed. Turn the music on, enjoy my favorite songs, and hum in the way I want. I felt that my throat is getting better. The coughs did not come, and the breath was still okay. Great! I wanted to show my mother right away about this, that in the last 3 days I had decided to change my mind. That in the last 2 days I started exercising and my body responded positively to me. It was strong and vitality. The first time I proactively phoned my mother, I realized that I was selfish. She cared about me with her whole life, and I spent my life just chasing funds. She picked up the phone in a worried state. "Is there anything wrong with you?" Her intercession made my heart ache. I made my mother worry about me so much. "I'm fine, Mom. I'm changing day by day to fight against this disease. It seems to be overpowered. I'll maintain it for a few days to hold you tight." "Thanks, Mom." I can illustrate her smile. My later days happened more organized and more orderly. Waking up early in the morning, doing morning exercises and vibrant music, drinking lots of water and eating lots of fruit, learning a few subjects that I had missed before, watching the outside world with an eye of conquest. 14 days after, I was completely cured. The negative test gave me the freedom. I love everything that happened before my eyes. Now that I can take things and hold them the way I want, you have been great these past few days. I'm proud of you. My mother's words are great motivation. It touches my brain and my heart, directing me to a good future. Well, the situation has engulfed me, but it was that situation, too, made me become a better person. It was all me who was once weak, moody, deadlocked, now has changed, stronger, more willful, and more optimistic than any other people. I was born a second time.